I personally love it. Hi guys, and welcome back to Archie Hamilton Racing, and welcome to another video where today I have just arrived at a very cool, I always say very cool destination, I do, don't I? But I have, because I'm, well, on one of my last days out here in Dubai. I'm heading home soon. Obviously, as you would have seen, I got the dreaded you know what. I've been stuck inside for 10 days, finished my 10 days, and yeah, feeling a lot better. I had really bad breathing difficulties, but I'm sort of on the mend. You might sort of see in this video I might be a little bit out of breath here and there, but we're getting there, and today's video, I've just arrived here in Dubai at a place called Mercury Global, because as you would have seen on my channel before, I loved having an SUV on the channel. I had an SVR, the older one, and then I had the newer SVR, and I feel it's missing from my garage, so I'm buying another one. Basically, simple fact is I'm buying another SUV because we need one back in the garage. Today is these guys, they import a lot of cars and export lots of cars, so we're going to get a chance to choose one. All fun and games. This is where all the exportation happens, so there are places everywhere, cars lined up everywhere, and that's why this is not sort of your usual dealership, because these are, well, this is where cars get exported all over. So it's very, very cool. And yeah, like, so where we are now, Mercury, next door, we just have sort of SVRs kind of lined up all ready to go to their destinations. We need to choose an SUV, and we are here to do exactly that. This is something which you probably wouldn't have seen much before, but this is a Lexus, and this is an SUV, something very, very different, right? These cost roughly $100,000, so in pounds I'm guessing that's around 70, 80 in today's market, but it is completely different to something that you would have seen. A super sport LX570, right? And you might be thinking, well, that looks not a bit of me. That might be probably 9%. Well, these fake exhausts, these face exhausts are not the one, are they? I mean, that really is not the one. But anyway, we move, and basically these go all over the world. They get exported out, and there is a £25,000 upgrade in here, but they do a full conversion in the back. Okay, so they take the seats out, they completely take the seats out, and then they convert it for £25,000, no, dollars, sorry. You know where I'm going with that. They put TVs in there, they rip out the seats, they put other seats in here, and you can have 200 different choices of colour, etc. in here. I think that is insane. I'm actually just going to have a little sit in here, and then we're in. I mean, it's chaos. Not for me. I'm not buying one, but I'm just giving you a tour, so then we know what I am buying. But anyway, out we go. But again, never would have thought about that. I mean, you learn something new every day, and didn't know anything about that. So anyway, there we go. That is very, very cool. So they do that, and you can choose that. So $100,000 plus $25,000 dollar upgrade, and away you go. So that's kind of quite cool. And then what we have over here is something which you guys know is a soft spot in my heart. I'm not getting another SVR. I'm going to say that directly right now, and I'm not going to clickbait it, because the reason why I'm not getting an SVR is because I've had one, well, I've had two. I love them, I do love them, but the fuel bill is horrendous, and it just basically made me not want to drive them all the time. I love them, I think they're really, really cool, but the only thing, what I'm thinking about with SVRs now, is the new one, the new Sport, etc., or the new Range Rover, is making it already weirdly, I said this to someone the other day, it's already weirdly making the old shape old. Like, I can't believe I'm saying that that's the old shape and that's looking old, but genuinely the new one, when the new SVR turns up, I'm in. I'm absolutely in at that point. Don't care about the fuel bill, I'm in. We can go to the back because we have a couple of others. I mean, should we add that to the channel, ladies and gentlemen? Chaos in the back. we're going to the back of this Mercedes. So let's have a little look, because this is what I want to show you, everybody, because I love the GLE 63. I think they're cool. I've always wanted one. and they look good. They look really good, in fact, and I've just never had one on the channel. I personally like the shape of this one. I'm not a fan of the other shape of one of these, but I think that stealthed out GLE 63 is epic. Do you not? Anyone who's with me? I genuinely do. I think that is such a cool bit of kit, and yeah, I really like that. Really like that. Then we have something which is slightly different, which is a Toyota Land Cruiser, and I think this as well has those seats. It does! Chaos! So they do it to the Land Cruisers as well. It's so different. Move a little bit further on, Cadillacs. I'm not buying a Cadillac. I mean that, I can't even get it up the whole thing in the camera. That thing is carnage. I mean, it is absolute carnage. So it's a little bit too big and it's not going to my garage. I mean, I literally cannot get it in the thing. I mean, that is the most ridiculous thing ever. If you're just going down around London in that, is mental. Wonder if it's open. Nice interior, very nice interior in fact. Let's have a little look in the back. 2 seats, don't know if that's converted. TV up there, and then 2 more seats in the back. Is there more in the back, or is that for the dog? So you have 2 seats there, 2 seats there, with, you know, very nice. I've got something to talk to you about on this front, so we're going to be back to this in just a second. But what we're going to do is we're going to head over here, because this is what I want to show you guys, because I want to talk to you a little bit about this, the GLS 580. Okay, so this, they were just saying to me, is really popular for them. I don't really ever see one of these around, so let's talk a little bit about this. So this car starts out here for $165,000, so around about 120-ish thousand pounds, right? So you have that and you think, well, you know what, I like a bit of that, that's a bit of me. Well, that's your starting price. Then what they do with this car is they then go for the interior once more. So they do the same feature in here as what they do with the Lexus. So they just completely change the whole interior and everything else. I love these. I love the new wheel and everything else. All the wood, you know what I mean? So what they do is they convert this one as well. So they take the seats out the back, the seats go at the back, and then you have these reclining seats, so you can put your feet up. I mean, it's just mad. And then you have a tray. This has star lining, roof lining as well. So they add that, they add the seats and everything else, and that's like $30,000. So 165 plus your 30, you're at 200 grand, you're at 150, 160 grand pounds. Oh, it's not a fridge, is it? No, it's not a fridge. But it's carnage. And oh, look at this. Does that? That's very cool. Oh, here we go. That's for your roof. So you can change your mode for your roof into all the different colours that you want. So that's pretty funky. All the different modes to recline your seat. And then put that away. All different modes to recline your seat. You've got your fans in the seat as well. Got no fans. And then we come to this, which is an X5M. And I basically have filmed a lot of these. Friends of mine have them. We've tracked one. And I've decided that one of these is going to come to the garage, basically. Because I love it. I think that is a perfect sort of everyday wafting wagon that you can modify, that you can tune, that you can do everything with, exhaust, you name it, and we can do that with an X5M. I feel I've done the SVR thing, I feel I've done a lot of the Audi side as well with the RS3s coming, etc. But what we haven't done is an X5M. Obviously we've had the M4, we've had the M8, we've never had an X5M. So that is what is going to be coming to the garage. So we're going to be having the X5M and then obviously also the RS3, etc. hoping the start of January. It might be, things get delayed. At the moment, I could say to you it's going to come start of January and it might be here in March, like literally. But anyway, the X5M is a car which is going to be coming, and it's all going to be very, very exciting stuff. All right, so let's have a little look at this, because what they have here is they have an X5M, and here this is, I think, roughly $140,000. So for us, £110,000, which is quite cool. But anyway, this car is. We'll see the spec of my one when we get down to it. I don't want to ruin it too much, but in terms of the spec, I think that spec is pretty nice, and I like this because I usually am not a fan of interior with the red seats, but this has the red seats in it. And the X5M, I personally love it. I really, really do. I think it's just such a cool car. I personally love the back of it. I think the back of it looks really nice as well. We'll get AH11 on the back and everything else, and we can really have a lot of fun with it. And I think modding it, straight pipe it, wheels, body kit, I'd want to put like a full body kit on it, just like do, you know, diffuser, proper things like that, side skirts, lower it, you name it. And then what I want to do is I want to track it, not only track it, but then drag race it as well. So I want to do all of that, which is exciting stuff. And I think with an X5M, with the speed of them, they do ridiculous speed, 0 to 60 and etc. It destroyed, what did we destroy? RSQ8? Yeah, that was it. Yeah, we drag raced an RSQ8, it destroyed it, like destroyed it. It would beat an RS6 in a drag race, probably. It would beat a lot of things, and it's actually good around the track. So I want to do the suspension, track it. It sounds mad, but I am mad, and do all of that. So lots to look forward to, really. And I think the X5M is perfect. So we won't ruin the spec, we won't ruin all of that, but genuinely I think one of them for the winter is good. Like, I want it for the winter, and just to do the mods and enjoy it for the winter. Right, let's have a little look inside, because I love the red interior. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to be doing the red interior, okay? Because I know you might think it's not the one. I know you might think that, but a black car on an X5M with red seats is actually sick. Like, genuinely, this is sick. I love the interior of these, I really do. It's good, so much space in the back. You're sat up high, you just look like you're in a normal X5 cruising along, but you're in an X5M and you destroy most things on the track. When we tracked it, we overtook so many cars. So that's basically why one's coming to the camera. Simple fact, because they're that good. So yeah, and I haven't really, you know what I've done? I do all the mods and stuff with cars. I do, you know, all of the RS3, RS6 and A45, Golf R, etc. But I've never modified an SUV properly. So that is why it's going to be happening. So anyway, there we go. That's basically it. X5M and just project cars. And we've got so much exciting stuff coming to the channel this year, basically. 2022 with the RS3 Sportback, with the RS3 Saloons first. That's, I think, first or second week of January. Gonna go and collect it, gonna go straight to mod it, straight to the dyno, straight to the exhaust, straight to, you know what, wraps it, exhaust, you know, does all of it in one day. Nah, you know what I mean. And yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun with it. And then after that, so we'll do RS3 first for sure, then it will be time to pick up the X5M, etc. Then we're gonna do all the mods on that, wheels, exhaust, body kit, you name it, track it, drag race it, etc. Destroy everyone. If anyone wants to challenge me to a drag race with the old X5M, you can come along, but you will get destroyed. And then obviously got the RS6. So the RS6 is going nowhere. People have said, have you sold it already, or what's going on? No, I'm keeping that one. Very special car, a very special meaning, going nowhere at the moment. So that is for sure. But anyway, for me, my time in Dubai is up. And I'm going to be heading to the airport. I finally got the test I wanted, and I'm going to be heading on my way. But it's been amazing. Stayed out here longer than I thought, but it's been amazing. A massive thank you to the guys at Mercury Cars for having me down here today and showing me around their stock. I'm very, very jealous of a lot of these cars, and make sure you check them out. I'll leave all their links down below. in the description, because I've had a lot of fun here today. And yeah, we're going to get excited, guys, because X5M, we're going to get the chance to have one of these and go to town on one and just really enjoy it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It looks so good. Imagine when I have it the colour which I want it, which I already know the colour I want, yeah, and everything else. I hope you've enjoyed it. Try and have a guess on the spec, get it in the comments, or a spec you want to see, get it in the comments as always. Give this video a thumbs up, because the dislike button doesn't seem to work anymore, so that's good for me. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, guys. Comments down below, thumbs up. I'll see you all very soon.